It took a second.
Okay. Hi guys, it's April, and if you noticed the title, today I'm asking the question, should people with mental illness own pets? So first of all, just full disclosure, if you follow me at all on Facebook or Instagram, you know I'm very open about my own mental illness. I have bipolar disorder, type 2, rapid cycling, if you want to know. If you want any details about that, I would definitely, say look it up. Do your research for yourself if you are interested. I don't know why you would be, but if you're interested, do your research, check it out. By the way, I know I look so gross right now. It's so hot. So, anyways, I wanted to ask this question because it's not that it's recently, but it has recently come up. There are a few people in the dog professional world who I would definitely say have mental illness, and they are negligent or abusive or have really poor breeding practices with their dogs. Now, this is dogs, but this could also be other pets. I'm just in the dog professional world, so that's where my focus is. But I'm sure this goes for other pet professions as well. I'm positive that there are horrible people in every industry. So, yeah. A couple of these people we know for sure have been diagnosed either with depression or with bipolar disorder or something along those lines. And like I said, they are abusive and or negligent. And they blame their mental illness on these abusive or negligent practices. So first of all, I will be completely honest. Whenever I was going through my very severe depression right after my back injury, without my family, no, I absolutely had no business owning a dog. At that time, I only had Ember. I had no business owning a dog at that time. During my very severe depression, it was horrible. Just beyond the fact that I physically couldn't move or walk, emotionally, everything took a toll. I wasn't eating. I wasn't communicating with family and friends. I pretty much locked myself in my room for months and didn't do anything. And that obviously is not a good place to be as a pet owner. If I did not have my family there to help me care for my dog, there's absolutely no way I would have been a good owner. There's no way I would have kept Ember. I would have absolutely given her away because like I said, my depression was so severe that I had no business owning a dog without my family. So, when you think about that, when you think about how your mental illness is going to impact your ownership, that is definitely something to consider. Is if you have depression, is your depression so severe and debilitating that you know you're not going to be able to properly care for your animal? Like I said, for me, that has only ever happened once. But that being said, now that I know that it's a possibility, I probably will always live nearby family so that they are able to help me if that ever happens again, which I pray to God it doesn't, because that was a really horrible place to be. So, in a sense, I do feel for these people who are suffering from depression and not caring for their animals properly. But at the same time, once again, during that time, I would have given Ember up if I did not have my family because I knew I was not able to care for her properly. I knew that without my family, if I was living on my own, there's no way. There's no way I would have kept her because she would not have had the proper care. Even then, with my family, she wasn't getting the right exercise that she needed or the right training that she needed. her basic needs were cared for, but beyond that, I definitely failed. So, but I knew I was not able to care for even her basic needs at that time. So if I did not have my family to help me to take care of her basic needs, I would have given her away, because once again, I had no business having her during that time without my family. So, oh man, it might rain pretty soon. Okay, which is so weird. It's so hot. Anyways, so if you are somebody who has a mental illness, understand I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form that people with mental illness should not have pets. I think you should. I think pets have been amazing for people with mental illness. I know, my dogs have 100% helped me with my own issues. They have helped me with my depression. And like I said, it was only that one time that I fell into such deep depression that it was debilitating. There's a bee. That was definitely, that is still kind of a shameful thing for me to even admit. I don't like it. I'm very ashamed that ever happened, and like I said, I pray that it never happens again, but it is a possibility. So if you do suffer from debilitating depression, that might be something to consider. You may want to have people nearby who can help you if you ever get to the point where you're not able to take care of yourself or take care of your pets. Likewise, if you suffer from anger management issues, like some of these people clearly do, then that is something else that you should consider. If you think that it is at all possible that you might abuse your pet, I would say no. I would say get yourself into a mental hospital, or get yourself into anger management classes, something like that, and get that anger under control before you consider having a pet, because pet ownership is so very stressful. Pets are animals. They have brains, they have thoughts, they have feelings. Those thoughts may not always align with your thoughts. Their ideas of what they want to do may not always be what you want to do. So it is something to think about. It's definitely something that you need to consider when you are thinking about owning a pet and you have a mental illness. So I think that's it for, excuse me, my allergies are also acting up. So I think that's it for now on the topic. Basically, my answer is yeah. If you have mental illness, I think that it is totally fair for you to have a pet, and I think that you have a right to have a pet. That being said, if you believe that your mental illness could cause you to be negligent or abusive, then that is something to think about. And yeah, that's it. All right, guys, y'all have a great day, and try not to get too hot out there. It's pretty warm. All right, bye, guys.